This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shaw.
We have arrived in Sector 112 and request targeting data.
Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Enormoprise for our first episode of Homeworld, Deserts of Karack. Okay, so before I start, I have a few announcements to make. If you don't want to hear the announcements, I'll have a notation at the bottom of the screen that you can skip to in order to actually start getting in the game. So yeah. First announcement, I apologize for not uploading any videos last week. I have been sick, I developed a cold, and I probably still have a little bit of remnants of it. You probably can tell in my voice. But I'm feeling pretty good enough to actually start recording again. So yeah, apologize about that, but my recording schedule is going to return back to normal. And speaking of recording schedules, announcement number 2, I'm going to kind of change things up again because recording 10 games is a little bit too much. I keep going back and forth between how many games I want to record, and 7 seems to be the sweet spot what I'm the most satisfied with, so I'm going to stick with that. So, what we'll be doing is we'll be recording this on Mondays, we'll be recording Command & Conquer on Tuesdays instead of Space Engineers, because Space Engineers isn't very popular, Command & Conquer is more popular, so I'm going to replace that with that. Complex is still going to be Wednesdays, build videos of Complex will be covered on Wednesdays as well. Thursdays are going to be Galactic Civilizations instead of PC Building a Simulator. I really like PC Building a Simulator, but the problem is it's not very popular, and I'm trying to focus on series that are popular with the channel, and otherwise it will help it grow, and once the popularity gets to a certain point, I might start bringing the lower ones in, because they'll actually be meaningful. Fridays is going to continue to be Homeworld Wars. Saturday will be Star Wars Empire War, the Absolute Chaos mod, and I'm getting rid of Planet Base and Surviving Mars because, again, they're not very popular, and Star Wars games are always popular, so I'm going to be keeping those. I'm also going to be turning the music off on those ones because of copyright issues, and once my channel gets big enough where I can start, advertising, I want to make sure I don't have any copyright issues with those. And then Sunday is going to be KOTOR, just like it was last time. Oh, the reason why we're playing Homeworld Deserts of Karack instead of Homeworld 2, because apparently the game is glitched. I'll show a couple videos of what I was doing, but I played around on the game for about 5 hours, and for some reason I could not trigger the event that causes you to go to the next level. Because the level we were on, you're supposed to defend the Ventus until it takes too much damage, and then Ventus destroys itself, and then the next level you get the core, and you capture it before Makan and them come to try to get the core from you. But for some reason, no matter what I did, I couldn't get that to happen, and I even let the game running for like 1.5 hours when I was outside doing something, came back in, all my stuff was destroyed, but Ventus wasn't. And it still didn't trigger the event, so I'm just like, it might just be broken. So we're going to be covering this game until, because this is the next line of games that I want to do after that. And now my final announcement, what exactly is this game? Okay, so this is Homeworld Deserts of Karack. We are on the, it's not a space game. We are actually on the land, and we are fighting, and we are doing that expedition on Homeworld 1 to the thing that we found in the middle of the desert. That's what this whole game's about. It's technically Homeworld 3, but it's more of pre-Homeworld 1 because we haven't built the Mothership or gone to space anywhere. We've just built that satellite, it found the object buried in the sand, and now we set up an expedition, and we are on our way to that place. So yeah, without further ado, I apologize about all those announcements, but I kind of wanted to get them out on this first video since everyone's going to be seeing this first. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the game. So campaign. I played a while on this for a while, if that makes any sense. And I got to like this level, which I think is mission number 8, and there was a patch that came out that broke all of my saves. So I was like, I couldn't play it anymore. I think they may have pushed a patch out where you can recover those, but since we're starting this over, we're going to start at mission level 1. And now our leader in this game is Rachel Sajet, which I don't exactly know who she is, but based off the contents of the game, I would say she is Karen Sajet's mother. because this takes place maybe 100 years before Homeworld 1 starts. Because if you remember in Homeworld 1, we find that thing, we reverse engineer it, we develop technology to build the mothership, which took about 50 years, and then it took another 50 years to actually build the mothership. So this is about 100 years before Homeworld 1 actually takes place. So yeah, let's go ahead and start the game. We are in Epsilon Base.
Our planet is dying. The desert grows with every passing year. The world is at war. But there is hope. An object has been detected deep within the Great Banded Desert. It has been called the Karack object, the primary anomaly. We believe it may hold the key to our salvation. An expedition to retrieve it is being prepared.
The great object buried in the sand.
Rachel, we have you on mid. Stand by for pickup.
Hello, Rachel. Nice eyes you got. Nice cockpit. So far, I kind of like the art style. Reminds me a lot of Borderlands. That thing goes very fast. I wonder what that thing is, a rover?
Rachel, we need that control module hooked up before we launch, and we don't have a lot of time.
Understood. Clearance to approach?
You're clear. Gate 5.
Gate number 5. The Epsilon Base.
Rachel, Gaussian attacks have been launched against multiple coalition bases. The northern frontier is under attack. The launch of our expedition carrier, the Kapisi, has been accelerated.
This is the captain of the jet carrier Kapisi. All crews, Hangar 5. Stand by to initiate rollout sequence.
Indeed. The Kapisi is getting ready to launch.
Loading control module now. Stand by.
Engage main drive.
Getting ready to launch. I think what
Clear. All stations green. Captain has the helm.
the best thing I like about this game
Blue on all decks. Full complement aboard.
is the fact that they do the launch sequence like every Homeworld game.
Get CENTCOM up. See if they have any new reports to share on the current AO. Alright, we're on top of it. Cooling tanks online at 4.3. Power plant reading 5.9. Cycling in 30-second increments until 99 at 7.
Bringing systems online. Fleet manager online.
Indeed.
Resource control system online. Unit status online. Command system online. Objective tracking online. All control systems successfully installed and online.
Indeed.
Systems confirmed. Rachel, redeploy to your base runner.
Copy that.
Attention all stations. This is fleet intelligence for the expedition carrier Kapisi. I will be issuing all mission objectives through this channel. Before departure, we need to run essential tests on our key capabilities: vehicle production, resource salvaging, and combat operations. Time is of the essence, so let's run through these quickly. Fleet
Okey-dokey.
operations, is your channel clear?
Affirmative. I will be providing all non-critical updates on unit production, research, resource salvaging, and all carrier systems through this channel.
Copy that. Stand by to initiate production test.
Alrighty. Okay, so before we start, the one thing I want to do is kind of adjust some options because I noticed a little lag in that video, or when we were playing back that video. So I'm just going to lower some graphics and I'll be right back.
First, deploy a salvager
Okay,
from the command carrier
I made
Kapisi.
some adjustments and hopefully this works a little bit. I also updated the textures to make them ultra, set the high. So the textures should look a little better. But I turned like all the super things off, like anti-sectronic filtering, stuff like that. This is a little too much for a little 1050 or 1050 Ti, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
Go for carrier.
But we need to build something, so basic vehicle construction. So I guess I'll explain some stuff that's going on while I'm doing this. This baby right here is basically our mothership. In this game, it's a carrier, but it acts the same thing as a mothership on Homeworld.
Stand
You
by
build
to
it,
commence resource test.
you build from it, and if you
Order
lose
the
this, you
salvager
lose
to
the
gather
game.
Nearby resources located here.
Construction units identified.
Okay, let's build another one. These guys are basically, they're a harvester. As you can see, they have the same symbol as a harvester in Homeworld. So they have the same exact purpose.
Rachel, the Kapisi support cruiser has suffered a mechanical failure and requires immediate repairs before departure.
This is engineering. Have all principals begin.
Ready? So
Use your base runner to repair the support cruiser located here.
where's the support? Oh,
That unit is down. Get it back up and running.
so yeah. Rachel is kind of like our main unit. She's a supporter, so she's like a support frigate. She can repair things and do things to help out the group. And the support cruiser, I kind of forget what he does.
Repairs completed.
Good work, Rachel. Stand by for combat test. In order to
Ooh.
produce combat vehicles, we will need to invest time and resources in upgrading our tech. The first step is to upgrade the Kapisi's advanced manufacturing facilities. Once that is done, we will be able to build light attack vehicles.
Cool.
Easy.
So light attack vehicles in this game kind of act like fighters on Homeworld. They're very fast. They don't do a lot of damage.
Research completed. Light attack vehicle fabrication now online.
But yeah, they're like that. There's also other type of units that will get available later on in the game.
Vehicles from the Kapisi.
Alrighty, so 1, 2, 3. There we go. We're all in queue. Yeah, there's light attack vehicles, heavy attack vehicles, railgun vehicles, and each ones have their strengths and weaknesses that we'll figure out later on in the game.
Light attack vehicle in service.
So light attack vehicles are fast and weak.
Vehicles ready.
Target drones are now ready for weapons testing.
Alrighty.
Use the light attack vehicles to target and destroy the drones located here.
Alright, I believe it works the same way as
Got eyes
Homeworld.
on hostile.
Yep. Hold down control, make a box, and it kills them all. So yeah, these guys over here are armored assault vehicles. They're much slower than the light attack vehicles, but they have more armor, so they can survive damage for longer periods of time. These guys do a lot of fast damage and have a lot of movement, so they're good against targets that have a hard time targeting fast-moving units. I like the target drones. They're pretty cool. Just those things. That's
All
awesome.
required tests are complete.
Yay!
A go, no-go for launch. Operations,
Go.
bridge,
Go.
Rachel.
Science teams in place. We're go.
Engineering, go. Confirm all systems go.
Hooray! Getting ready to launch the mothership. I mean, carrier.
Jet carrier Kapisi, we are go for launch.
Alrighty, here we go. Launch the Kapisi!
Launch command confirmed.
we go. We're leaving the base.
Outer doors opening.
Mass ratio in line. Tracking solid. Doors at 50%. Looking good. Bring engines to speed and move out.
Indeed. There it is. There's Karack.
Outer doors at full aperture and secure. She's all yours, Captain.
Indeed.
All stations, this is your captain. Today we embark on a historic mission to find and retrieve the Karack object. Lying at the heart of the Great Banded Desert, deep inside Galcian territory. We believe it holds the key to our survival on this planet. The journey will be perilous, but if successful, we will change the course of history forever and secure our future for generations to come.
Indeed. Well, we beat that mission.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Kapisi. We've launched 3 months ahead of schedule and just in time. The Galcian threat was far greater than we had anticipated. As the lead scientist on this expedition, I'm more convinced than ever that my brother was right. That what lies out there amongst the dunes holds the key to our survival on this planet, and possibly beyond. We have no choice now but to believe.
Alrighty. So that's one thing I do like about this game. It's by Gearbox and Blackbird Initiative. They teamed up to make this game. It came out a couple years ago. I think I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. Came out about 2016, right after Gearbox acquired the Homeworld rights. But yes, we are on a giant expedition to get to the derelict buried in the sand. And we know that the planet is getting worse and worse. Deserts are getting stronger, and the areas are getting harder to live in. And these guys, I forget what they're called because I've been talking too much, but they're kind of coming to our base and raiding our stuff. These guys, I kind of think of them as sand crawlers or sand dudes from Star Wars. They kind of live out in the desert, they thrive on it, and they come and raid your stuff. So, yeah, we're going to learn more about them later on, but I hope you guys enjoy this so far. I totally forgot how to do my outro. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. Check out the other videos on the channel. And you want to support me directly, there's a Patron in the video description you guys can check out. But anyways, guys, until next time, this is Captain Soban signing out.
Attention fleet. Makan has found Valcora Gate. The coordinates are 1134489
We'll send everything we've got, but be advised, we are a mining vessel. It would be best if we did not have to move directly into the main battle.